Hey y'all, this is a general reading for water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Now you can apply this to your sun, moon, rising, or Venus, okay? Now please note this is general. If it resonates, great, but don't force it to resonate. So we have the Tower, we have the Six of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Swords. So I'm getting for one group, a tower has already occurred. And for another, a tower is about to be experienced. Now, this tower moment is actually very positive because it's going to finally move things forward for you and extremely quickly, okay? Now, I have clarified. So with this tower that has transpired, it has enabled a cycle to come full circle and complete. This makes me feel like you have let an old part of you die and a new, truer version and identity to be reborn, okay? And that was only able to occur through this Hanged Man energy, feeling like you could not make any moves, choices, think clearly, etc., like you were stuck in one place. You were purposely hung upside down in order to significantly shift your perception because what you were doing previously simply was not working. Okay, so the divine took control of the situation in order to get your mind focused in a clear way. All right, and this also has to do with the way you are moving, building things that were not on a solid, healthy foundation. That's why everything seemed to crumble that you gave your energy into. But I am seeing that you have had a very clear shift within perception because you were forced to go within and understand what ultimate fulfillment for you truly looks and feels like. You were pushed to get in touch with your core truth, your most deepest inner desires, okay? To finally surrender to the heart and give birth to that, give life to that. And through that process, through that understanding, you were called to make a decision. See, this woman here, all those other people are trapped in their own bubbles, confused, afraid, not knowing what to do. But this woman has had a breakthrough. And she has clarity. And she's ready to exit this bubble that has confined her for far too long. And she has made, or he has made, a very clear decision through this crumbling of this tower, through being extremely clear within mind. Mind and heart are working in harmonious union, okay? This is determination, this is discipline, clarity, willpower, intellect, intelligence, okay? So now you're able to move forward using your mind in correct ways towards things that are meaningful and purposeful, that are going to be abundant and fruitful. You are very clear now after this unexpected ending. So with the Six of Swords here, there you are moving full force in this new direction that has been illuminated through finally surrendering to this transformation. You've gone through a death and rebirth process. And this is connected to being in this Four of Cups energy. I'm also getting Five of Pentacles, feeling like there's never enough, feeling left out, rejected, abandoned, not seeing that there's a cup being gifted to you because you're so down and out on yourself, distracting yourself, numbing yourself, just lost in self-pity because of the 3 cups that did not work out for you. Okay, but through this transformation, you finally understood there has always been a cup being granted to you. A new opportunity has been there all along, and that required you to begin filling your own cup first. And now look how full that cup is. It is abundant. And through that process, you're finally able to make wise and clear decisions in the directions that you choose to travel down. You have chosen your path, and this time it is the correct path that will not lead to destruction, but it will lead to abundance and fruitful harvest. So notice how the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords are facing each other. The Knight of Wands is impulsive, risky, doesn't hesitate or think before taking action. The Knight of Swords is clear-cut truth, abrupt truth. So it's very interesting that they are facing one another. Now, with the Knight of Wands, I feel like that is what led to many towers crumbling. Not truly sitting with yourself and getting that heart and mind clarity before taking actions. Therefore, there was no solid foundation or stability for anything to be long-lasting that you took action towards, which forced you once again in the Hanged Man position, where you were finally able to see how scattered your focus has been. But not only that, I feel like this could also be, for some of you, facing all of these decisions you've been avoiding to make. Like each one of these cups had 2 options that required you to make a choice. Okay? And for quite some time, you avoided that and remained in this non-action, no longer impulsively acting on things that were not in alignment. It's like through the Hanged Man position, you understood this was an intuitive choice that had to be made, not based upon logic, but what felt good to you and what was in alignment with you, what was going to serve your highest good and the highest good of all, which you have successfully come into clarity about, because then we have the Knight of Swords. So you've cut through the illusions and the BS, and now you know the exact decisions and choices that you must take for yourself and for yourself only. Either you do it for you or you don't do it at all. You're no longer choosing based upon the opinions and judgments of others. So with the Knight of Swords coming through, you have discovered your truth, and you've penetrated through all the illusions, distortions, all of the chatter that is not yours by going within and truly listening to your intuition, honoring your instincts, tuning into that wise intelligence within you, where all answers reside if you are willing to sit and listen to yourself. Feel like maybe you might have received profound answers through dream time and meditation as well, while you were forced in that stuck Hanged Man position, which ultimately granted you amazing illumination, okay? I'm getting this was a cycle that began around Aries season and is coming full circle, or came full circle by the end of Libra season, or the new moon Libra eclipse is what really amplified this energy in order to push you into this ultimate truth and clarity. So newfound hope has been achieved. You've had a major breakthrough, an abrupt breakthrough by finally doing what you knew you should have done long ago. Because of that, you're seeing clearly, and now you're recognizing all these opportunities and gifts that have been trying to reach you, that are literally being handed to you on a silver platter. By aligning your mind and your heart together, listening to your emotional needs and desires, you are able to gain this inspiration and these epiphanies towards new ways, new avenues, new directions, new passions that actually light you up. And through this process, you're now experiencing rewards that you are now reaping through sowing seeds in a correct manner. So through many of these challenging situations, you were forced to clearly see your reflection. You had no other choice but to see yourself, okay? And through these reflections, these karmic mirrors, you are now able to have this solid kingdom for yourself because you've entered your truth. Whereas before, you were stuck in this illusion of being alone, not having enough, feeling abandoned and left out in the cold, being powerlessness, which is not true. You finally realized you are the emperor. You have all the power, and you always did. It was all about putting on that crown and sitting firm and strong in that knowing of who you truly are, while also surrendering to that softer side of you, getting in touch with your true emotions, filling your own cup, healing your emotional body so that you can clearly interpret your intuition without it being distorted from past pain and suffering. And because of that, the wheel is now turning in your favor, and circumstances are going to be extremely different from here on out. So congratulations.